Hello YouTube fans, today we're going to be preparing some homemade tamales. These are going to be made out of pork, fresh masa. This video is going to be dedicated to my friend Trish. She loves Mexican food along with her husband James. So we're going to be giving her some fresh homemade tamales for her birthday. Stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy the video, okay? So the meat that we're going to be using for today for the tamale making session is pork shoulder. Pork shoulder has plenty of fat and has plenty of both the dark meat and the light meat. This way your meat mixture comes up pretty flavorful and not too dry. Here we have cut already some meat and we put it into our boiling water with some salt. Okay, and then over here we're going to show you a little bit of the masa. So the masa, it's basically fresh corn that's been milled. It's been added some lime to break it down. And then, I picked it up at the store. I called it in and I told them I wanted 15 pounds. So they created 15 pounds for myself. Okay, and you can buy this at with the specifications. You can tell them I wanted already some lard in it, some fat into it, mixed with some salt, but in this case we're gonna do our own mixture. Okay, so while the pork is boiling down and releasing some of the fat, make sure to keep the fat because we are gonna be using that to mix into our masa mix. Okay, so stay tuned and continue watching. Today we're going to be using two types of peppers to make our sauce and to mix with our meat. This type of pepper here is going to be a guajillo pepper, which it produces a very vibrant red color into the mixture with some mild flavor into it. Okay. And then this other one right here, it's the arbol chili. The arbol chili, now that one has a good kick to it, so you want to be cautious of how much you use for this. So what's going to happen is that we're going to boil these two peppers together. We're going to take it out of the water and then we're going to cut the stems. Make sure you cut the stems before we're going to put them in the blender, and then we're going to puree them, and then we're going to strain it and take all the seeds and the pulp out, just leaving all the nice juice and flavor liquid that comes out of it. Okay, then we're gonna mix that together with our meat once it's been pulled and seasoned, and that's gonna give us our meat mixture for the tamales. Okay, so continue watching. As we see here, there's no more of that foam on top, so that means all the impurities I skimmed out of it, and now we have just a clean broth and nice of the meat. Okay, our next project is to pull it out, cool it down, and then we're gonna pull the meat out of the bone. Okay. So here, if you don't feel like doing it by hand, you can just put the pieces of meat into the mixer and that will do the job for you. Okay, so check this out. I put it in there, lock it, and slow speed. So here we have our shredded pork. The next step is to mix it with our salsa already made. So here we go. So here we have the finished product of the pureed peppers. So this is basically the guajillo peppers and the arbol chilies. They were pureed and then strained, so you have a nice thick sauce. And this is what we're gonna end up adding to our meat, and then we're gonna get the whole filling for the tamales. And for the husk, for the wrapper that we're gonna use, we're gonna end up using this tamale husk or corn husk, basically, that's been cleaned, washed, and dried out. And as you can see right here, it's called hoja de tamal. So basically made for tamales. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna soak the leaves into warm water, just so they can be pliable. Otherwise, they will just break on you, and they won't fold or anything like that. So we're gonna soak those, okay? So make sure you season every component. That way, by the end of the process, everything's well seasoned, and you know that meat. And that way you don't have like meat seasoned and non-seasoned masa, because then you will know that there's something missing, like salt or pepper or anything, garlic, anything that you want to add to it. Us, we're just adding salt because of the chilies are adding their own flavor. Right here, just a little bit more. Okay, we stir it up again. So here we're just gonna fill up our sink, hand wash sink, and we're gonna fill it up with warm water. This is where we're gonna be soaking the corn husk, okay? Today we have a special guest. We have Mom. She's gonna be assisting us in making the tamales. Mama, there you go. Yeah. And then what she's doing, she's basically separating the husk, and then we're gonna soak them. Here we are gonna be putting the husk in, and we're gonna let them soak 10-15 minutes, okay, just enough where they are pliable. Here we have Junior putting the final touches to the mix. Okay, and then we're gonna take it to Mom for approval. A ver, Ama, así. Okay, she's saying it's a little loose, so we have to more mixture, tighten it up. Our next step is to get a big enough stock pot that we're gonna put some forks underneath. This way it prevents the tamales touching the bottom and burning the bottom of them. We are gonna add some water to this, and then we're gonna start forming kind of a pyramid with the tamales itself all the way to the top. Here we have our assembly line, so we'll start with the corn husk already pre-soaked, and they're very pliable. Then here we transition to the masa, already mixed, ready to go. And then here we have our meat mixture with the chili sauce or the salsa, with the guajillo peppers and the arbol chilies. Okay, so what we're gonna do after we roll them, fill them, we're gonna stack them here. Okay. All right, so we take the husk. We have our spreader here, and it's simply a pastry cutter that I'm using. So we'll put the mixture here, and then we'll just spread. You have to have an even coat on the whole. See right there. If you think you need a little bit more, then you get a little more. Put that right there. It's a good. So from there, from here, we come to the filling station. Okay, we put it right in the middle. See right there. Okay. We close that one. Close the next one. Then we fold the leaf. And then there's our first tamale. Okay. Then what's gonna happen is that once I have enough, we're gonna come right here. Okay. And then we're gonna stack them like in a pyramid shape. One like this, one like that, one like this, one like that, one like that. Okay, so it's gonna build a pyramid shape going all the way on top. Then I'll show you here in a minute when we're halfway. So after stacking the tamales in a teepee form, this is what we end up with. So right before we cook them, we're gonna pour about 2 cups of water, and this is gonna go. This is gonna serve as to steam the tamales. Okay, so then we're gonna take all these corn husks that we didn't use. Okay, right here, and we're just simply gonna start covering the tamales, and that's gonna serve as a kind of a lid, but it's also for flavor too as well. Okay, and it'll help retain the steam, so it'll help on the cooking process. Here we have the stock pot with the tamales inside. Nice little blanket of corn husk, and then we're just gonna top it off with the lid, and this is gonna cook for 45 minutes, and then we're gonna come and check. All right. We're gonna have Junior here do a quality check on it. Look at me. Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it like really good, or is it just good?
Good.
Like, okay.
Really good.
Really good? Okay. Well, you take that and enjoy it, okay? Okay, YouTube fans, this concludes our video of the fresh pork tamales. I hope you enjoyed them. It was a pleasure. I'm about to go and eat me a dozen at least. And I know I'll be making extras for my friend Trish for her birthday. So she gets some, I get some, my mom gets some, everybody gets some. All right, so
Keep watching my videos for more fun and instructive material. Remember, subscribe, and it's free. Bye-bye.